you can't create your life in the industry because it's ready to spit you out. You got to create your life outside of the industry. So when the lows come and the highs come, you're able to ride that roller coaster out. And for me, I really just appreciate those words, especially coming from, Big Lebowski, the dude.
One of 8 kids, born in North Dakota.
Yes.
How did you end up in acting?
I was going to school at Chapman University for chemical engineering, and then, doors opened up. I'd done some modeling in Arizona, where I grew up as well for school. And then, just LA, modeling turned into commercial work, and then acting, and I kind of caught the acting bug. I found a passion for myself at the age of 19. Kind of just followed it.
What was life like for little Kellan?
Dirty, messy, a lot of fire. I was a big pyro growing up.
You worked at Abercrombie & Fitch for a while.
Yeah, I did. I would shoot. I was a greeter.
So you get discovered. You're a model first. You become an actor. What was it like that very first time, your very first time on a set? What went through your mind?
Bold and beautiful. I was scared out of my mind. I really had no idea, but I loved it. And soaps are kind of hard because you have to learn so much dialogue so quickly.
You have to learn all your lines, and you have a couple of minutes to learn them, and then it's like first take every time, right?
Yeah. You don't have time to mess up. But as my acting continued, doing CSI and some guest stars, and then working with Lisa Kudrow on The Comeback was my first series, and I love Lisa.
No way! My God, this is so good seeing you.
I don't get desperate acting because it never was a dream of mine, and I truly found a passion at 19. So if I don't book a role, it wasn't meant for me.
A lot of actors have sat here on the Real Biz couch and talked to me about the amount of rejection that happens, that comes along with acting. And just the idea that for every yes, you're getting multiple no's, sometimes hundreds of no's.
It's very true. It's very tough. It's a very tough industry. To answer that question, I think, just my mom. My mom really instilled a lot of great core values, keep my feet on solid ground. And Jeff Bridges, when I worked on Stick It, he taught me that you can't create your life in the industry because it's ready to spit you out. You got to create your life outside of the industry. So when the lows come and the highs come, you're able to ride that roller coaster out. And for me, I really just appreciate those words, especially coming from, Big Lebowski, the dude, but also my brothers. So we had a fight for our food. So I'm very competitive at heart, but not with myself. Like I always strive to do the best that I can. I'm a hard worker, but also I know that not everyone can work on everything. They can't have every role.
What did growing up in such a big family teach you?
How to fight. Like I got really tough bones, and really just be a fighter. Don't take any slack. Just do the best that you can.
Never give up.
Never give up.
I read you also have patents. So you're a little diversified.
Yeah.
So will you do anything with these patents?
Yeah, I am currently. So I was going to college at Chapman for chemical engineering. So inventing engineering is a big just passion of mine. I love being creative. So Blackout Bands is one that I created about 2 years ago, and we were going to be on Shark Tank, and
you were going to
we
be
still
on Shark
might.
Tank?
We still might. I just keep on booking movies, so I can't go on the show, but that would be a dream.
This would be one of the best Shark Tank segments.
I would love it. I would love it. So Blackout Bands is it's pretty much a new age sleep mask. So there's sunglasses that are completely blacked out. And we actually just got into Hudson Newsstand. So thank you, Stacy and Ray over there. Then I have the whip weight. I have the twist cork. I have a game called Kellan Lutz I created that I'm gonna hopefully put on Kickstarter. Just to see if the response is there and if people like it.
This is so cool. This
Thanks.
is a side of you I feel like a lot of people don't really get to see
Nope.
that much.
I do a lot of comedies or action movies. So it's either me making fun of myself, which I love to do, or fighting, driving fast cars, shooting guns.
What would be your dream role? The one that would surprise people the most?
Oh, I don't know if it surprised people the most. I just love He-Man. Like I've been a huge Masters of the Universe fan ever since I was a little tyke.
What goes into all of it? Are you taking acting classes all the time as well, or what's the life behind the camera like for an actor?
Being in the moment, being present. I feel like every experience in life is an acting workshop. When I am in LA, which is very seldom, I just love being on the road. I have an RV, so take my VW bus and just go camping. I love to travel. I think that's where I learned to diversify my just understanding of the world and cultures. And that's a great kind of acting workshop. But then when I am in LA, I always love just going into a class. You got to perfect your class and keep on practicing. You got to keep on working on it. But I really believe that work is the best kind of experience to learn.
How much of your childhood growing up with a family, a very large family, moving around a lot as a kid, how much do you think that has shaped you and created the hunger inside you to go after such a huge dream?
Well, I think it really prepared me just mentally and really grew me up as a man. I think as a child, being a middle child, I was always building with my Legos and making messes, and that's where my mom would come in with the magic eraser and clean up after all us boys. We have so many kids, so Mr. Clean was my hero growing up as well. But I think, it really did help with the passion.
So you grow up looking up to Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
He was one of your heroes.
He was.
He really
He's
was.
very clean. He's clean.
Were you clean as a kid? Did you ever clean up after
My
yourself?
mom was very clean.
Yeah,
I would go water the pigs on the farm because that's what my mom would do to get us boys just doing
out of
random
the
stuff.
house.
And out of the house. And I would water them for 8 hours, and they're massive hogs. They're sloshing around in the mud. So I walk in like a swamp monster, go straight to the pool, or not pool, the tub, and I'd get that all dirty. But my mom would have it all bubbled up for me. And
Mr. Clean is trying to find a new guy to take the reins.
he's going on vacation. He deserves it after 60 years. So I had the opportunity to audition.
I'm Kellan Lutz, auditioning for the role of Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean gets tough on dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
And the casting director found a little dirt on me, which is a bummer, because I didn't think it was dirt, but, I didn't get it. So now we're opening up the casting call. Hashtag the next Mr. Clean. You can go to thenextmrclean.com to submit your videos and just go for it. You have a chance to win $20,000 and more, so there's some great incentive. And to be this iconic man, look at this stud. If you just check out thenextmrclean.com, you can get all the information.
That's where all
on
the
that.
information is.